Hey guys, it's Allegra with Moon, Water, and Lightning Studios, and today I'm going to show you how to add foil to an image using a laminator and your laser printer. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so these are our two images that we're working with today, and I just wanted to show you how I handle images that are in one format that I need to switch over. So both of these are the only format I have them in is SVG, and we will need to save them to a different format. So you can do this one of two ways. If you have Photoshop or a similar software, you can simply open the SVG file and save as either a JPEG or a PNG. Most of those two file types seem to be the easiest to just open and send straight to a printer. Let's find the raven or crow. We're going to call it a raven. All right, now that we've got it open, we're just going to save as and on desktop so it is easy to find. And from here, you can just select the image and print. Now I'm going to print on cardstock, and I need to make sure to use my laser printer. The Samsung is the laser printer. If you want to adjust the size, you can change it here. So if you want a smaller raven, or you can use your Cricut software. If you do not have photo editing software, you have an SVG that you want to print, this is another way around that. So we're going to pull our images into a new project, and we are going to, I've already done this process, but for saying's sake, they are SVGs right now. They're both in cut format. What you would do is you can either flatten, which I mentioned in my previous video where I was going over the Cricut software. And the flatten will change this to a print. Or you can just go up here to the fill and change to print. Both of those will get you what you need, which is a cut and print. So we're going to, you see how these have little boxes around them? The Cricut machine will actually read these lines and know where to cut the image. We're not going that far. We're just using the software to print the image we want to. And then you can send to the printer. The only problem with this particular line is if you send this to the laser printer, not the inkjet, you will also have this line. So you will either need to trim your cardstock down or be fine with the frame. That's totally up to you. There's no way to get rid of this because the Cricut uses this box to know where to cut. Also, make sure, and I know I'm repeating myself here, not to use an inkjet printer. The ink in an inkjet printer will not fuse with the foil when going through a laminator. So make sure you use the laser printer for printing out your images. And I just like to use cardstock. If you don't have cardstock, you can use regular paper. Completely up to you. I just feel like it, has a heavier weight. It's a heavier weight paper. Okay, so next we are going to get our prints, and I will show you how to make a cover for the image to go through the laminator. Okay guys, so where do we start? I'll start with the images that we're going to use. So I've chosen this raven and this cat, and I'm dropping, okay, just making sure. I'm dropping my pre-cut foil. So we're going to take these images and we're going to add a layer of foil on top and push it through a laminator to give this image a little kick. There are carrier sheets that you can buy, like pockets almost, that will not fuse together for laminating. You can just put the paper and the foil inside of them and they push right on through. You can also, and you have to be careful, you can also buy laminating sheets where it will fuse whatever you are trying to laminate inside. So not the same thing. It doesn't matter. I have neither one. So I use wax paper, just good old wax paper. And I've gone ahead and made little pockets ahead of time. What you want to make sure of is that the crease, you know, just tear off a piece, fold it in half. You can trim it down if you want to, but make sure that the creased part goes in first. So if you do the open part here first, it could end up doing this kind of thing and messing up your whole project. So we're going to take our image and our foil and simply place them together like this, put them in our little pocket like so, and just feed it through the laminating machine. You can get a laminator pretty inexpensively. I think mine was 20 bucks on Amazon. I got the Amazon Basics brand and it has served its purpose. Perfectly happy with it. Also, I print these on cardstock because it just is a heavier weight paper and it's my personal preference. You can print on whatever paper you have or you want to. I don't think paper weight is going to matter. And I've got this foil. I actually have 3 colors here. So I have this rose color or a blush. I have a black, and then I have this teal. I got all 3 of these at Joann's and they were actually on clearance. Not why I got them. It was just the only foil I could find. But I want to say, when I got this, I was not thinking. I thought I could get this and have a kind of rose gold image. Wasn't the case. So my laser printer only prints in black ink. It's a black ink laser printer. This image I printed in black ink and then put this nice translucent blush color pink on it, and this is what I got. It's like silver. You see a little, if you're up close, you can see a little of the blush. I'm not unhappy with this, but it wasn't what I was expecting. So make sure you understand your materials capabilities. So this teal, on the other hand, is not matte, it's not translucent, and our raven is going to come out perfectly teal. So just as an FYI, this says matte blush. These 2 are just colors. And for example, this is one I've done with the black previously, and you can see it's kind of shiny. I don't know if that's coming in, but this right here, this kind of dirty effect, this was some of the leftover ink from my laser printer. I dig this. This reminds me of a print that you would make in printmaking. Like you would push it through a screen or even a lithograph. So I dig it. You may want something cleaner. Not all printers do this. Mine does. It's older, so you can get a laser printer pretty inexpensively as well. And then this is the teal, and you can see on the teal it didn't do it as bad as this, but you know, I like the teal. I like doing these to images. It's just a fun thing to do. So I'm going to switch over to show you how to push it through the laminator and then go over the results a little bit with you. Okay guys, so you see here, this just shows you letter 4x6 card. I'm just going to feed this right into, there we go. Wait for the green ready light. I promise it was green just a second ago. And then we just wait. I like to peek on the other side as it's coming out. And this model has a 5mm and 3mm option in case you have a thicker piece of paper. I will say, if you're going to do a lot of laminating, you might want to invest in one of these pockets, one of these laminating sheets, because they can be, you can't keep pushing these pieces of wax paper through. And here is our raven. And again, if you don't like this kind of dirty look, you can always get a better printer. Like I said, mine is old and I dig this. You can also, once the image is printed off, you can take a kneaded eraser that you would use for sketching. You know, those kind of, like, they look like putty, but they're actually erasers. You should be able to rub some of this off with an eraser. Okay guys, so that's the process. It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty easy. You just need the right materials. I'm not super crazy with how dirty this one looks. I'm okay with the black because, I don't know, for some reason it looks better in black. But that is how you laminate. I think next time I might actually try to rub some of this off, but this is also cool. I'm probably gonna keep this for something. But if you found this helpful or you liked this video, if you have any requests, there are other ways to use foil to add them to your projects. I'll be happy to do a video about that if you like. And yeah, give me a like, comment down below. You can hit the subscribe button, the little notification bell, and you'll get notified when we have something new come out. So I appreciate it.